George in Toronto. George, you're talking to Eric and Jamie. How's it going?
Hello, Eric. Hello, Jamie.
Hello.
Hello.
First time, long time.
What would you like to talk about today?
So, to the most patient person on the call, I really need some help with social events with my relatives. Due to my genetic luck, I managed to be related to some really horrible people. And it comes out, in discussions and such, all the top 10 great hits, with the homosexuality, the
sorry to hear that.
Current Republicans and current politicians and religion and religious morality. And yesterday, I almost lost it. I felt like my face was burning and I was about to go on a 5-minute cussing tangent.
Yeah, I see so many nodding heads in the audience right now.
Yeah.
I think there's...
you are not alone.
And I share...
I'm good, but... Sorry.
But I don't... Is it time for me to just, sign off or...
So what I will say is if you need either to put a barrier between or you need space from something that is causing you psychological distress or a person or persons that are not respectful, you're justified in doing that. It doesn't really matter who that person is. You are justified in taking care of yourself if that is what is necessary. I can't say that I'm sufficiently familiar with your exact situation to say, oh yeah, definitely, it should have been done a long time ago. That's a judgment that you'll have to make. Mm-hmm. But if it really is weighing on you day in and day out, at the very least, it's weighing on you to the point where you call our show, then it's definitely a serious problem that needs to be addressed.
And I think Jamie hit it. Jamie, you hit it perfectly. George, it's not. There's not a definitive line that you can go, okay, and I am justifiably done. Anybody can draw that line where they feel comfortable. It's about your happiness. It's about, your ability to entertain those things. It's about your comfortability with having those conversations. Is this with family?
Yeah, I think you said with family.
Yeah, no, we were in a social gathering together and they start talking about, take for example, the shooting in Christchurch. And they're like, oh, this guy was crazy. And I'm like, no, this guy wasn't crazy. He was a terrorist.
Yeah.
And one of the guys, and I swear to you that I'm not making this up, and he goes, yeah, but was he Muslim? And I'm like,
does it matter?
It's
really?
Not it's not. These are just some of the digs. And,
Yeah. So George, you have the right to choose your level of engagement.
Yep.
And if you need, that extra push, if you're hoping that we're going to say, yeah, go ahead, leave it, dude. And if you're looking for us to say, no, stick it in, stick in there, man. You can do it. That other one that I said sounded real bad. Don't take that out of context. Okay.
Sorry, George. Eric almost said, yeah, stick it in there.
Stick in there. You can
stick it out if that's your strength.
Stick it out. That's the right way to say it.
And if you need to distance yourself, you can. And in either way, we are here as much as we can.
And we support you. That sounds real shitty. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, thank you guys. And in a way, I want to stick it in because maybe I'll tip in someone.
Stick it in.
They'll see the light, but it is hard. Thank you guys for allowing me to vent. I'll let you
of course. Anytime you can. We have online communities are good for that. Also, the Reddit would be all over that. The Facebook, ACA Productions, the Reddit, r/talkheathen. We have an email. And what I will say is thank you, because I always love a double entendre joke. So.
I know this is a serious topic. I'm sorry. But you said it's hard, and I think half of our audience died. I'm a child. I'm 12. I'm 12 years old.
And so what I will say is,
let's move forward.
If it helps, you have touched the funny bones of people here.
Yeah.
So thank you for touching their bones by saying it's
Yeah,
correct.
no, I'm all about touching bones, you know. It's what gets me through the day.
Mm.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys.
Take care, buddy.
I couldn't think of a
I'm a
follow-up.
12-year-old.
There it is. Yeah, see, feel better. Yeah.
Aw.
Sometimes humor is
yeah, especially when you're dealing with talking about ending relationships because it's just unbearable to see ignorance. I get it. We do hope things get better for you. But for you and for everybody else listening who's looking at making that tough choice, it's not something, you know, I was talking to someone I deeply care about, so I'm not going to say their name, but they were worried about being a good skeptic. And it's like, there's not a perfect definition, and there's not an expectation that you need to suffer in order to be considered a good skeptic. You know, the amount that you are willing to, you know, have those conversations is subjective. It's up to you, and that's okay, because that's what people like Jamie and I are here for.
Yeah.
You know, use us as punching bags. Tell them to call us if you don't want to have that conversation.
Yeah. Tell your dad to call.